all my senses. That is just so typically me. Oh, baby, baby, oops, I did it again. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Earth 2 OMI VV. I forgot that update video. Um, First off, I need to do a pose for Guidebook Gaming. I hope that works out. Okay, guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Bro hugs for everyone. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. So that was for Guidebook Gaming. I just came from watching them. Link to them down below. They give away Class 1 tiles every single day for Earth 2. So outside of that, we have a lot of movement. I'll do OMI first because, yeah. So OMI has had a 30% increase in like the last hour. It was down to like 0.003 something. It had gone up to 0.00507. Has gone down below that again. It doesn't just consistently go all the way up forever. It went up, came back down a little bit. Will it go back up? I don't know. So it went up to like 0.0049, down to 0.46, up to 0.005 something, back down below that 5 mark now. So just letting you know, that is something that could just be a new person getting in, or people, or groups of people. Again, all it takes right now for the market to change, really just $1 million going in, which is not that much, all things considered. Now, all things considered, it doesn't have that big a market cap yet. Like I said, it's not even $1 billion right now. It has had over $1 billion in the past. It will definitely have that again. Things right now is 830 something million, give or take. That type of thing, again, is what's considered a small market cap. That small market cap is what a lot of these people don't consider to be worth their time. Like, anyone remembers that episode of Dragon Ball Z Abridged where Piccolo tries to convince Vegeta to let him take Android 20, and he says, "Oh, it wouldn't even be worth it for your Saiyan hands." And Vegeta's like, the funny thing is, I know you're playing me, but you're right. Yeah, it's not even worth their time. Have a small market cap. Again, some touch on Safe Moon and Sheeb and Beeb and all that other stuff because so many people ask them to. But for the most part, a lot of the bigger YouTubers don't touch it. They focus on the top 50 altcoins, whatever. And I think, what are we, 123 on CoinGecko? And a lot of them just focus on the top 10. They focus on Stellar, obviously Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Cardano, Binance Coin. They focus on Doge because that's in the top 10 as well. I think that's number 6. But outside of that, what we have here with OMI is again, it's long overdue. Now, every altcoin does get its day. It do get its day in the sun as far as going up a certain amount of dollars. Percentage wise, yeah, up 40% is not that huge of a deal. For a coin that is this low in market cap. For a coin this low in market cap, that's not that big of a deal, going up 40%. If this was already worth $10 billion and it went up 40%, all right, yeah, that's a little something. $4 billion going in, that is nothing to sneeze at. So outside of that, for some other news with Earth 2, and again, based on this title, is that crypto, again, you could tell, not even just by the title, but by the thumbnail, you could tell that Sony is finally getting in the game. Their CEO has been reluctant to go into VR a lot. They were like the last to get in, but yeah, so now they're looking to get in, especially gambling. Now, what did Shmi Skywalker, or what was it, Anakin's mom, say about gambling? Everything revolves around gambling. And that's true for a lot of men. That's true for me. When I used to live in New Jersey, when I was stationed at McGuire Air Force Base, about an hour and a half away from Atlantic City, I used to live in Atlantic City. Every other weekend I was down there. I would get comp cards. Actually, if you guys want to know something funny, Aria Realty, who, if you know him on Facebook, Steven Luistro, I still have his parking pass. Aria Realty, come get your stuff. Yeah, I still have Aria Realty's parking pass, where you get free parking at Caesars or wherever. It still works. It still does. So outside of that, we're going to be able to essentially gamble. And what that means is it can be in the form of raffling. It can be in the form of loot boxes. It can be in the form of items or actually betting on games. Again, if going back in the day, going back to, let's say, Neopets had a gambling aspect of it as well. You have a little red ball underneath like 3 turtle shells or whatever. It swishes like this, and if you just watch with your eyes, you can win every time. It only lets you win like 4 times, per day or whatever. But that was gambling, and you have gambling in Pokemon when people do these raffles. You have gambling. Loot boxes is gambling. This is all gambling, and not that I condone such actions, even though I do it myself. But you're going to be able to wager Earth 2 crypto on loot boxes, on items, on certain of those things. So that's something that another avenue you can like make a lot of money in. As far as VV is concerned, VV again, you're going to be able to fight your NFTs. You're going to be able to put those other plays. You're going to be able to stake them. Guaranteed, you're going to be able to take OMI and gamble it on something. Probably different fights. Oh, I'm going to wager this much OMI on this fight, this much OMI on this one. I guarantee it. You mark my words. You heard it here first. Heard it here first. So outside of that, for those of you that missed it this morning, if you're at work or whatever, and now you're off, Shane did have a couple of tweets today. One of which was saying that it has taken a lot of time with 5CA and everyone else, but they are now, most of the tickets that were done for withdrawing money is done now. The rest of them should take within 24 to 48 hours, according to Shane, his tweet this morning. That might negate the need for E2 cards, so credit cards. Now, obviously, he's going to want to go back and offer this to anyone who wants it anyway. I want one just to say that I have one, just because it's cool, it's fun, and not necessarily to withdraw. Again, I don't want to withdraw. Everything that I have in Earth 2 is staying in Earth 2. That's not going to change. I'm only going to add to Earth 2. And outside of that, the other tweet was saying that, God, what was the other tweet? I forget what it is, but it's all positive. Just saying that everything's good, everything's positive. Those tickets are done, so we're good there. And that's about enough out of me. Been about 7-ish minutes. I'm sure I'll think about some other things in the future, but right now, let's get to the chat. All right, JP says, "Oh, hey, Pumpkin, you're terrible at checking your Twitter. But anyway, how much OMI did you grab today? I decided to add to my already big bag. Tomorrow, I'll be buying more as well. Watch it launch again." I am definitely... JP, you have 120 million? Or your goal is 120 million, but my God. Woo. I expect this to correct. It can't go up that much that quickly. I don't know how much it'll go down. But it could keep going. This could be small, it could go up, but again, I do expect it to go back into the 4s, stay there for a little bit, consolidate, and wait for the next leg up. Going back into the 3s, and it was an aggressive. It was like it just skipped the 4s, went right to 0.05 to half a penny. It'll probably stay in the 4s. I'd love it if it went back in the 3s, just because I'd buy more. I didn't buy any today though. I'm very, very out of money. I'm waiting on so many things, but as far as money is concerned, I'm pretty much skint, pretty broke. But I will get better at checking Twitter and everything else. Wow, gold's 120 million. You rock. Tim Fix says, "Owe me to the moon." Yes, my best brother. Shake out those paper hands. 100%. I want it to be a penny before it lists another exchange. So, be advised, another exchange is coming in about 12 days, or at least that's the latest we can get it, because that's the latest the next exchange will be. David Udens has confirmed that it is going on another exchange in May, and because of the date, we have about 12 days before it goes there. So I'm just letting you guys know. Will it moon after that? Will it go stonks? I don't know. Again, just because it lists on another exchange doesn't mean that, and it's easier to buy, doesn't mean that people are just going to know about it right away. If you go on Twitter, not many people have made videos about OMI recently. In April was like the last times, and a lot of people put it as a rank C. S tier meaning like Bitcoin and Ethereum. F tier is like the worst of the worst that nobody really cares for. But they hold it at C tier. So on TikTok, again, that's just on TikTok. What we really need is someone like Tap Trades, who went live a couple times before talking about OMI. His live was a little bit bigger than mine. He had like 100 viewers at one point. I don't know if I've ever had that. I think I've had 70 at one point. but it's something along the lines of where okay, they're gonna get another exchange, and maybe tap talk is the reason, tap trades is the reason why it went up a little bit. You had a bunch of people, again, someone like that that's level-headed, people that interview people like Dan Crothers, people that interview David Nunes and all that. We need that. We need people that look nice in nice suits. Again, I don't I don't really have any of that. Um, but regardless, and this is in wake. OMIs did this in wake of what Bitcoin did, and Bitcoin went down to like 40,000. So investor Ali, if you're listening, yeah, it had reached that 42,000, bounced up. I was like, told investor Ali, probably won't go down below that, but if it does, and it did, it went down to 40,000. I don't know if it reached the 30s yet, but as it went down to went from 43 to 40.8 or whatever, I did buy $500 more worth of Bitcoin. Again, I have 5.75 million OMI. I don't need more of OMI, but I definitely need more of Bitcoin. So I got some of that, which again is not a lot, but that's what I got. Yeah, definitely shake out those paper hands. JP said, then people will buy in because they will see those beautiful green candles, those schmildos. Someone is manipulating, says Vasilio, and maybe, maybe they bought down here, get other people to, maybe they're creating some FOMO. If you buy down here and say, oh, that's a big block. All right, that's it. Here comes a run. And then you create thank you for 10 likes. You create fear of missing out. That was FOMO. So then you get people to buy up there. And then that's when you sell. So maybe, again, I haven't checked it in the last 12 minutes or so because I've been here. Junior Sanchez, yes. Oh, me. Non-fungible, wonderful. What's going on? So, yeah, non-fungible, wonderful does a couple of videos as well on OMI. And the most recent one was today. Actually, non-fungible went live for like 3 seconds before, so that was pretty fun. And yeah, just I like his passion. I like his just excitement and the positivity. And Crystal Stroud, oh my God, yes, I will find a scary story. I know I owe you one, but yeah, glad you're here. Love you. Niza Games says, hey Randy, here to like, comment, and chill out. Oh yeah, Niza Games, chill out with the homies. Sandals Nation says price being held down, folks, straight up. Yeah, I would like it if it was artificially held down this way. I could buy more at the cheaper price, but again, I have to wait a little while. I have a bunch of other things going on. I don't have a lot of money coming in right now. YouTube is being weird. YouTube is saying that just on my analytics, I wish I could show you on the computer. I don't have a computer. It's just that it's saying that, oh, on this day you only made this much, but I distinctly remember I made like this. I made it. So YouTube does be weird. It do be crazy sometimes. But yeah, hopefully I'm able to sell this card, buy well over 6 figures worth of OMI, and then just call it a day, and then just never buy or sell. Maybe, I mean, if I buy, let's say if I buy at half a penny, put in over 100K at half a penny, and then it goes down to half that to like a quarter of a penny. Well, fudge. All right, yeah, I guess I'm buying more because I have to at that point. I have to. Xbox Tema says, hi Randy, how you doing? Hard gym today? E2 like safe moon? So yeah, I did do some back and biceps. So I've been eating a lot better the last few days too. I did get an egg sandwich today with sausage, egg, and cheese and bacon, so that wasn't very good. But and I didn't run today either. But I got a whole rotisserie chicken over there, and that was pretty good. E2 like Safe Moon? No, Safe. Well, again, Safe Moon just got endorsed by one of the founders of Barstool, so it has passed a couple. They have a name back in it now, but we really just have to see what type of game that Safe Moon is attached to before I buy. But no, E2, I definitely like the E2 crypto, whatever it is, a lot more than Safe Moon. I definitely like that. And if they're on the Go chain, which I think they are, that is the most carbon neutral thing in the world. That's why I like the VV NFTs. Their NFTs are the most carbon neutral in the world right now. I don't know if you can get more carbon neutral than they are. Fungible Wonderful says, I feel like the price is being manipulated to keep people away who are just in it for the money. If that happens, they can only manipulate for so long. So manipulate away so we can get more. Oh, okay. I'm yawning. Also, I had I peed before, but I've been having to pee a lot lately, and then I just had a big protein shake, so I might have to cut this stream early later. The Boma says XRP. I haven't put any into it yet. I will let you know when I do. I don't think I will. I have many other things that I would put into before XRP. That's just my opinion, though. Not financial advice. Do I have any Doge or Ethereum? I don't have any Doge. I probably won't get any unless the thesis changes, in which you're able to stake, in which you're able to go and make NFTs with Doge, and they change the market supply, because it's right now can go on forever. Ethereum, I don't, but that's just because I've just lack of funds. Ethereum is definitely very, very good. Again, if Bitcoin is digital gold, which it is, then Ethereum should be digital silver. So that's something that I definitely understand as well. Ethereum, especially when Ethereum 2.0 comes out, it's not going to be like a make or break it thing. But if those gas fees go from like $60, gas fees down to like a lot less, like $1, yeah, definitely be Ethereum will be very good for Ethereum. New England Drone Snapshot says, Randy, WTF is happening to Bitcoin. People be selling, and it's great for us. It dipped below 41,000, and I bought more. Bought $500 worth. $500 that I do not have, just because it's so cheap. It is stupid cheap. It is ridiculously cheap. And this is the big calm before the storm, because you have giant ETFs that are going to be passed latest October. So, like I said, I was, a month ago when it was $65,000 per Bitcoin. If I would have sold my card then, I would have put the same thing, put 150 grand into OMI, 150 grand into Bitcoin at that point. And when it goes from 64 down to 40, and I lose 35 or 38%, whatever, that's fine, because I know where it's going long term. I don't feel the need to, again, when people, whether they're buying at, 40 grand, 50 grand, 60 grand, whatever, in the future, I don't think that'll matter. The same way where right now, whether you're buying at OMI at 0.0, 3/10 of a penny, 5/10 of a penny, or even a penny, I don't think that'll matter in the future when it reaches $1. Yeah, because you're just making so much. Nisa Games says, it's almost time for OMI to rocket. I can feel it in my whiskers. Nisa Games, you're great. Says, Bitcoin is now at 40,000. I'm buying all the way down. Yeah, I maybe only should have put 250 in this way, in case it goes to like 20, in case it goes to like 37,000. I should put a little more in. But yeah, the OMI to rocket, I don't want it to. As again, there have been tons of reasons why OMI should have gone up the past month or so, but it hasn't. But now, like, the only thing that maybe it finally gets into some people's heads that, oh, there's going to be a new listing on OMI by the end of May, but we don't know what it is. It's probably not going to be Binance. It's probably going to be something similar to Bit4x, Gate.io, or AscendX. I don't think it'll be Binance right off the bat. That would be one. I hope it's not, because then yes, that is a major catalyst that will send it to the moon. I haven't bought as much as I want yet. I only have 5.75 million, and again, even at half a penny, if I put in just 100K, it's 20 million. So I definitely want a lot more. I definitely want a lot more. So moving on. Yeah, buying Bitcoin all the way down. Same. Neopets was lit, says non-fungible one. Yeah, Neopets was like better than Club Penguin. Oh, maybe it wasn't that. Club Penguin just had a whole mess of 4chan in there before 4chan was 4chan. It was a lot of bad stuff, but really funny. Neopets, yeah, it was good. It was good. I wish I had a better computer when I was younger to play it. Junior Sanchez, we might be possibly starting early bear market. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure we're still in a bull market. If we are, then great. If Bitcoin goes down, yeah, let's say it goes down to like 33, 35K. Oh my God. Again, if that starts early, expect altcoins to take, like I said, 80 to 90% haircut, which is great for us, because if we're buying at that point, again, if you're a long-term hodler, like you should be, in my opinion, then, not financial advice, then that's great. You want it down for as long as possible, because this way you can buy more at a cheaper price. Again, they're attached to good products. If you have something that's not attached to a good product and going down will kill it, then okay, that's bad. But OMI is attached to a very good product. Earth 2 crypto, when that comes out, is attached to a very good product. That's a very good game so far, and we can't even do anything, and it's really good. For Bitcoin, it's digital gold. If that does happen now, that bear market will cease to exist as soon as that Bitcoin ETF is up. Once that Bitcoin ETF is up and running, say goodbye to that bear market. But this is relatively normal. There's peaks and valleys, and again, we're way above where we were at the start of the year. So, and same thing with OMI. If you go on a 30-day scale, no, OMI's down like 40%. But if you go on like a 3-month scale, okay, well, yeah, OMI's up like 400 or 500%. So, it's all about perspective. Same thing with Tesla right now. You go off the past couple months, yeah, Tesla's down a lot. But if you go any range outside of the last like 6 months, yeah, Tesla's up a whole lot. And same thing with Earth 2 crypto. I would love it if Earth 2 crypto came out in a bear market, because that's something that we could use. God, that'd be insane, because it'll not just jump up once because, oh, hey, it's a new crypto, especially for an Earth 2 game. Then once the bull market starts, it's going to go up again. Again, just my opinion. Non-fungible wonderful says Neopets was mad advanced for its time. Yeah, Neopets was legit. Again, the fact that it allowed gambling, same thing as Pokemon back in the day. The first 2 generations, you could gamble in Pokemon. It was so much fun. It was so cool. That's when games are games. Okay, 15-ish minutes behind here. New England Drone Snapshot says Algo is a decent project too. I have not looked into Algo. I haven't really looked into too much recently, except for Beeb and Shiba and all that. But Algo, I have to look into. The Balma says, is anyone seeing major glitches in E2? I have not seen any glitches in E2 recently. Outside of that, I don't know if it was a glitch, but outside of that leak that happened last week with the resources, no, I haven't seen any. The Balma says huge fluctuations. Huge fluctuations with Earth 2. Oh, that's just people buying up here, and then it'll come back down in the next purchase. That's been happening since the dawn of time for E2. Quad Shoto says back down to 0.0041. Want to buy more? Probably should. Yeah, if it's down there again. Wow, that was really quick. That was a really quick spike. Come back down. Really good. Masilo says OMI will get dumped. Price will go back down. Clearly, yeah. If it's at 0.0041, it's already happened. It was at again 20% higher than that. It was at it was at more than half a penny. Now it's at less than that. Yeah, it lost 20%. So it went down. I'm very curious to see. Lower than 0.003, you think? Quad Shoto, the only way it gets to 0.003, again, like below that, would be if we are in a crypto winter and Bitcoin goes down to like 33,000, 30,000 a coin, then yeah, then I would suspect an 80 to 90% haircut. Will it go back down to less than 1/10 of a penny? Hope so. That'd be great. Oh my God, we'd be 9 figures. We would be worth 9 figures at some point if that happens. Niza Game says OMI has been dumped. This is the rise. Good. Good. Keep dumping. Keep going back down. But again, that's just how quickly these things can move. Also, how easily they can be manipulated. But how quickly they can move. That happened in an hour. That's like when Mac told the therapist, is like, I gained and lost 60 pounds in 3 months. And the therapist is like, that's almost impossible. And he's like, well, first off, through God, all things are possible. So you might want to jot that down. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is a really great show. It's really fun. This was done to stir us up. Maybe it was done to stir us up, Basilio. Again, for us long-term hodlers, doesn't really matter. It's fun to watch it go up and down, but it's fun to see people's reactions too. A lot of people saying like, oh, this is not going to be a people just freaking out. They panic sell, and it's just fun to see that. It shows the immaturity of some people. Moving on. Jack Mitchell, what's going on? Says, hey, Randy, thoughts on how China reiterated that the digital tokens cannot be used as a form of payment? So I read this morning that China had banned banking institutions from offering crypto to its clients, which China is pretty technologically literate. Their people are. They don't need banks to do that. They can just do that by themselves. But we're saying that is how China reiterated that the digital tokens cannot be used as a form of payment. Probably a little bit of a setback. If that, again, that happened like 12 hours ago, and this dump on Bitcoin didn't happen until the last like hour or so. So I don't think that was the reason for it. Again, these things just happen once in a while. No rhyme or reason, just happens. Well, there's a reason, but it's not a big catalyst like Tesla saying, "Oh, we're selling all our Bitcoin," which they haven't yet. Christian Velasco says, "Where can we store OMI? Is the VV app secure for storage?" VV app very well might be. Trust Wallet is what the majority of people use, I believe, and that's something that you could be able to have. You download real quick on your phone. Takes a couple seconds. New England Drone Snapshots shares shakeouts the heavily leveraged investors. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Some people that go in, whether it's, and I've seen it a lot. I saw it in Earth 2 first. Well, I see it in everything first. I saw it in Tesla. I saw it in Pokemon cards. People buy things expecting to make a quick buck, and when it doesn't make a quick buck, they have to sell at a loss because they put in their rent money or they put in their car payment. It's like, you freaking morons. You freaking deaking morons. That is idiotic. And I'm glad you lost money on that because that's so stupid. Also, I think it's a very good idea to listen to other people's opinions, people's that don't coincide with your own. Listen to people that say like, "OMI's a poop coin, you're gonna lose your money, VV's a dead project." Like, again, not because they're true, not because to infect your own mind, but some people have legitimate concerns. Like some people say like, "Hey, VV app, you're always working on the marketplace, you're always doing this, and it's not a good thing." Okay, well, that's a legitimate concern. Some people, probably a small minority, are saying the app is not doing what I want it to do, so I'm leaving. Okay, well, if enough people say that, okay, then that's probably something the developers should have brought to their attention. And some people have legitimate concerns saying, okay, well, what is to stop something like a Facebook or an Amazon of making their own digital NFT platform? And you're right, for Amazon or Facebook, I don't know. They could try to do it. Google and Apple won't, just because they're not going to compete with themselves. They're already making a lot on these. But yeah, the good questions. Niza Game says Bitcoin is the safe bet today. Yeah, Bitcoin is the safe bet always. Again, that is digital gold. So that's, again, if you don't want to gamble, if you want to feel absolutely safe, that would be buying into Bitcoin right now is basically buying into safety wise. Again, not profit wise, just safety wise, buying in the S&P 500 in 1990. Any point below the last couple years. Vasilios says quad. I think it will. This is all psychological. Family Camping says, yo, what's up? How's it going, Family Camping? Saying that I'm checking in from campground in the ambulance. Got a PC hooked up on the board finally. Oh, all right. Gotcha. Well, Godspeed, brother, and keep it up. Love you. JP says, I have 99.7 million. Tomorrow I'll be buying more. JP, you dog, having almost 100 million OMI. Even when I put in my 6 figures into there, I will still have a fraction of what you have. I'm very jealous, very envious, but I am very happy for you. You will, in my opinion, you'll probably be, if you hold that for 20 years, I think you could be a billionaire. I think by 2040, this might be able to reach $10. Again, that really wild speculation there, because people can't even see 3 months, 6 months of the future. So I don't see 20 years. But like I said, VV, I believe, has won the decade as far as NFTs go, as far as disrupting collectibles and digital art. Obviously, Earth 2 has obviously done that with virtual reality and tiles and real estate. But yeah, both of these are multi-trillion-dollar industries. And VV's first to market with what it's doing. Earth 2's first to market with what that's doing. So very, very excited for you, JP. Moon says, stonks, man. Stonks, baby. Quad Shoto says, trying to feed us FOMO. Yeah, a lot of people are trying to feed the FOMO. Silas says, yeah. These games is to the moon. I'm behind 20 minutes on comments, guys. I apologize. JP says tomorrow I have 120. Oh my God, JP, you keep it up, buddy, keep it up. Very very happy for you. Quattro says curious to see what the price will be in the AM. Yes, I'm very very curious of that too. Yeah, JP is the king of OMI millionaires. That'll be 100 OMI millionaires. Going to be worth more than me, Investor Ali, and Alex combined. But if you put in Predict and you put in Raythax, we probably have you beat, JP. We probably got you beat. But all of us, if we fusion Ha, we might do that. Again, it's like 5 of us, and we're all considered not whales. I would consider you a whale. I am not a whale. I'm a baby whale. I have not yet begun to whale. Quad Shoto says JP the king of millionaires. Vizio says probably I'm almost 100% sure JP's already a millionaire. Grandmaster Mawile says not accusing the devs of anything, but hypothetically, let's say it came out that the devs of E2 and Vive committed a distasteful, disgusting scandal unrelated to E2 and Vive. Would you sell all your tiles in OMI? It would probably be no, at least not right away. And it's unlikely that the whole team, whether it is Vivi or Earth 2, had done something. Most likely in that type of scenario, maybe one apple in the bunch, ruins it for everyone. But for Vivi, no, because you're not betting on, although you kind of are betting on the jockey. But for Vivi, you are really just betting on the collectibles. It's not like you're buying a sports card. You buy a Mark McGuire card and then suddenly, he gets accused or found out that he took steroids or muscle relaxers, whatever, Jason Giambi, Barry Bonds, whatever. It's not like that. It's not like you're going to buy a football player's rookie card and then he murders someone like the next year and like, oh, well, spend a couple $1,000 on that and that's worth nothing now. Nobody wants it. It's not like that. You're buying the Batman collectibles. You're buying the Jurassic Park, the Star Trek. When they announce it, Spider-Man and Pokemon, Spider-Man's not going to do anything murderous. Pikachu's not going to be taking steroids. With Earth 2, that becomes a little more difficult because the creator, Shane is like the main guy. Even though Dylan Seo's attached, you have Nathaniel and Wolfgang in there. God forbid, stress gets to Shane and stuff like that. No, I don't see it happening. But even if that doesn't really change the game. I would still play it. Will we have a small group of people that would say, hey, this is you're playing a game that so and so made? It's like, okay, well, that game is good. The game is great, and you could enjoy the game, you can enjoy the product without endorsing the person that made it. But again, that's in the worst case, one of the worst case scenarios, which I don't see happening. Zio said, after JP done buying, it will tank again. Maybe that was JP moving it up before because he bought so much. No problem, non-punchable, wonderful. Pineapple Gang. Check your. I will check my Twitter after this. I promise, JP. Zio said, is it just me or the stream isn't on? I don't know. I'm gonna go back to these comments now. I do have a very small amount of viewers. I normally have like 40-ish. I only have like 14 now. So I'm not sure. The stream keeps kicking people out. It's weird. I was wondering why I only had a small amount of people. Yeah. Let me try to redo this, guys. Sorry about that. Actually, let me try and look at all these questions first.